friends, this is Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today, Sunday, March 7th, 2021. This is episode number 32. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on all my yarny adventures and share with you the shenanigans that I got into this past week, and hopefully you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you deserve to, and enjoy what I have to share with you. So, I got yarn fuzz flying everywhere already. This was a week of where I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to work on. I just wanted to work on all the things. I have no finished objects though, but I did make progress on multiple things. So let's get started, shall we? So the first one I'm going to show you is living in my newest bag in my collection from Lori Gray. Thank you very much. Love it. Upon getting this, I felt inspired to work on something that's for me, that's mine, to house in this bag. And you guys, I showed this a long time ago. So it's been in the corner for a little bit. It is my Blurred Lines sweater. So I made some progress on it this past week. I decided to sit down and work on it on the body part. So here's my stitch marker where I was, and this is a very thin yarn, so I mean that's quite a bit of progress for the thinness of the yarn. So I got to do that for a couple more inches. But yeah, made some progress. I decided I need to get this thing out and get it done. My original goal was to have it done by November of last year. Well, here we are in March. So the pattern I'm using for that is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. It is the Blurred Lines sweater by Deanne Ramsey. And the yarn I'm using is Amazing Lace by Lion Brand and Eyelet Gray. And I don't have, do I have the green? I do. Mesh Sage is the green color. This is a superfine number 1. In one of these cakes, there's 1,017 yards. It's 70% acrylic and 30% nylon. It's super soft. Love it, love it, love it. Love these two colors together. I'm working from the outside of the cake because this is such a fine yarn. I didn't want to pull from the center because I feared that I would have a ginormous mess at the end. So I just worked from the outside. So yeah, it's super soft. I can't wait to have this done. I might be able to get some use out of it before the weather changes over. Depends on how much I work on it, I guess. So yeah. This is by no means perfect. There are mistakes in this. This is my first pullover sweater. I've only ever done cardigans for babies. Did I do an adult? No, I didn't do an adult cardigan before, but that's on my list too. So yes, I like it. I like it. I like it. Can't wait for that to progress along and add that to my closet. So that is WIP number 1. And the funny thing is I was contemplating starting something new, and I'm still on the fence. There's a project I want to start, and I really want to start it, but I know, like, I'm showing you guys these WIPs today with no finished items, and I'm like, I probably should work on these to get these things done. So we shall see. The next item you've guys been seeing for a little bit now, I've made some good amount of progress on, is my Let It Snow blanket. Right here is where I showed you guys last time. So I made quite a bit of progress on it. I got the word snow done. Don't mind my ends, except for the top of the S, but the top of the S goes into the words above it, which I got started on right there. These are my bobbins. I only have a couple bobbins on. Was it 3, 4 bobbins on? So, not too bad right now. Let it is in one line, so I'll have plenty of bobbins on soon enough. So, I love this. I love this yarn. I wish they had more colors, because I was thinking, because I'm doing this in black, gray, and white. And I'm like, how pretty would it be to make a red and black, like the red plaid, red, black, like 2 shades of red with the black plaid. But they don't have red. They have fuchsia, which is not what I want. But they don't have any red. So I think they need some more colors in this yarn. Let me tell you the yarn I'm using instead of babbling about it. I'm using Big Twist Classic in gray and black. And then in the border, I'll introduce the whites. It's a bulky 5. It's a bulky 5 yarn. It's 100% acrylic, and there are 690 yards. This yarn is just so light and squishy. I was never a big fan of bulky yarn. 4 medium or 3 was my go-to yarns, but over the past year, maybe not even a year, handful of months maybe, it's this yarn that did it for me. This bulky yarn is what did it for me, that made me really start liking it. So, and you've guys seen in past videos, I bought some more colors. That's okay. The pattern I'm using, this is the Let It Snow blanket, and I'm going to do, that's when you're going to see the white is in this plaid. Now they started off at the bottom here, and then just did the color work down here. But I'm going to do a different technique, because I did try it that way, but I wasn't liking how it was turning out. I got this pattern from Annie's catalog. It's their Christmas catalog that they had. They had this picture on the front, and that I'm like, I'm buying that magazine. And I did. Lots of patterns in there that I would like to make, but I got to get that one done first, right? Can't start all the things, Stephanie. You can't start all the things. You got to finish them too. The next WIP that I worked on is my Tree of Life Afghan. And I'm doing, this is a very old WIP. I think this is the oldest WIP that I have going. It is, when did I start? January 2019 is when I started it. I love the pattern. So when I went through my WIP collection that I had going to see if I wanted to finish the things or not, I wanted to keep this because I love it so much. I pulled this out because Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy and Kim from the Crafty Nomad are doing it's a wrap make-along where you finish those old WIPs up. And I thought it was perfect for that. I plan on continuing throughout the year for this make-along to complete some old WIPs that I have languishing around, because they need to get done. I want to make them. They need to get finished. So here it is so far. This got a little love this week. This color, I just love this color. It's this deep, dark red. I love gray and red together. Those are my jam. I made a little bit of progress. It's not a lot, but I'm at where I'm doing a lot of front post, back post, single crochet in between. There's a lot of that going on, so it takes a little bit longer to go down a row. And that's okay. So yes, love, love, love this blanket. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to part with it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Wow. I'm hoping to have this done within the next few weeks. I'm almost at the top of the trees, I believe. And then I got to do a few rows, I think, of single crochet, and then I got to do a border. Seems realistic to have it done by, I would like to have it done by their next live. That is my goal. So, fingers crossed. I just need to buckle down and just do it. I need to pick projects. Like, I feel like I just should be, like, during the week, just work between 2 projects or something to get something done. But this week I was just scatterbrained. I was just not really scatterbrained. I was just like, oh, I want to work on this. No, I want to work on this. No, I want to work on this. Like, every day was a different project. I didn't work on any project more than one day. And those that followed me for a while know that I only get to crochet, sit down and crochet once my daughter goes to bed. Between work and evening activities and stuff, when she goes to bed is the only time. So I only get a couple hours a day to crochet. And every single day this week I worked on something different. Just how it went this week. Maybe next week I'll work on one thing. I don't know. We shall see. So, what's next? Well, I showed you guys this one last week. I showed you the finished object with this yarn that I wasn't pleased with, but we're using it. It's nice, and so I enjoy the finished V-stitch blanket with this velvet yarn. It's downstairs in my living room, so it's perfect. So someone wanted to buy it, but I couldn't sell it to them. It was just a hot mess, but it's perfect for my house. So I I had enough yarn to start another one. And I had a small corner section started last week, so there's a lot more progress this week. And I started, it's going to be striped, so I started coming in. I'm hoping that I didn't make it too wide of a stripe, because I have 3 skeins of this left, this color, and so I wanted to do much like the other one, a color of this, a thinner color of white, this in the middle, another white stripe, and then this at the end. So I'm hoping I didn't make it. I need to go a little bit wider. So a couple more rows, I think, should do it. I'm just thinking while I'm talking. And I should start decreasing. The yarn I'm using for this is Bernat Baby Velvet and Terracotta Rose, which I got on clearance, so I don't think they make this color anymore. That's why I only have so much. And then I'm using Bernat Velvet and White. So this is what I have left. I think of this skein, I hope that I don't have to take it out and not make my stripe as wide. Maybe if I do, I'll probably bring it down a couple of rows, because that's the side of it, and that's one stripe. I don't like ripping things back, so we shall see how that goes. Maybe I can work the stripes up differently. That's an idea. Terracotta Rose, big stripe of white, big stripe of Terracotta Rose, and big stripe of white. Just do 2 stripes of each color, so I get some width out of it, and then I have that 3rd skein of this Terracotta Rose to play with, for just in case. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'll see what I'm feeling. This is what I work on with my Knit Night girls. These girls are huge supporters. So I come to them with these challenges, and then they give me their input. So yes. And I need that easy. Like I even screwed up the last blanket, because the V-stitch one with the velvet, because somehow I ended up adding a whole bunch of V-stitches on the last color. I mean, we're talking, we're laughing, we're having a good time. I wasn't paying attention. So this is my Knit Night blanket, so we shall see if I screw this one up. And I didn't tell you about the yarn. It's 100% polyester. The Terracotta Rose one is a bulky 4, and it has 492 yards. The white is a bulky 5 labeled, and it has 315 yards. So yeah, see how that progresses. I talked a lot about this blanket. Like I said, I was thinking and talking at the same time, doing some brainstorming while I'm recording. Why not, right? Okay. So next is the make along that I'm doing with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy. Her and I are doing a St. Patrick's Day themed make along. It's called Luck of the Gnomes. Her and I are making gnomes. Well, hers is done. Hers has been done. But we're not requesting that you make gnomes. You just make anything St. Patrick's Day themed. But we just are on this gnome kick, and so we named it Luck of the Gnomes. For those that have followed me for a while now, or even the past few weeks, I told you the story of me ripping out the body of my gnome. And I will be honest, I've been pretty bitter with that gnome since. I did get it caught up last week to where I ripped it out. So, sorry. I've got my daughter's tablet here and it's just going off right now. So anyways, I didn't think it would do that, but it did. Here we are. So anyways, I got the body done now. I'm doing the Scandinavian Gnome. It's a Santa themed one, but I'm making it St. Patrick's Day because you can adjust any pattern to fit what you're doing, right? So I got the body done. His body's done. I forced myself to get this out because it's like I gotta get it done. But I'm still bitter about the whole situation. I could be almost done, if not done, by now, if I didn't rip it out. And then I got his little hat going. I decided to do last minute his hat a different color. The body is in Red Heart Soft, and this is Dark Leaf. And I decided to pull out the leaf color for the hat. So I'm using two different greens. I was going to use the dark green for the whole thing, but I changed my mind. So yes, make anything St. Patrick's Day themed, post it in my Facebook group and in Christy's Facebook group. You'll be entered one time into a drawing, and then I'm giving away one cake of Lime Brand cupcake and peas and carrots with one of my stitch markers. This cake is 590 yards and 100% acrylic, and it's a light number 3. So there is that. And then I worked on one other project. It is my Attack of the Amigurumi 2021. This month's theme is household pets. So basically, it's a little bit different than the past 2 months where it was themed like unicorns and polar bears. So you can make anything that could be a household pet. So there's a lot of things that could be a household pet. And I decided that I was going to make, and I saw this on Ella from No Catchy Name. This is a pay-for pattern on Etsy. Where is the beginning? I always do this. I put them away where I'm at, and then I got to show you guys, and I got to flip through. Mr. Persalot. My daughter is super excited about this one. So hopefully she likes the color I chose. If not, then I'll make her one that's a different color. She hasn't seen it yet, so here it is so far. Oops, I'm hooked. It's just a bowl, pretty much at this point. But I'm liking how this yarn is working up like this with these like little subtle stripes. Very nice. I can't wait to see how it turns out. The yarn I'm using is the Premier Puzzle in the colorway Crossword. So very excited to see how the rest of this cat goes. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just a little bowl right now. Very easy pattern. I love it. I'll be sure to link it down below. So you make your finished you post your finished household pets into the Facebook group. Look for the post that says the announcement for March. There is a post announcing that I was doing Attack of the Amigurumi 2021. And that's the spot where you want to post questions, pattern suggestions, anything like that. Don't post your finished objects there, or your finished animals. And then you're going to find the post for March announcing the household pets. And I will pull a name from there. And then you have a chance to enter the same yarn that I'm using for my cat with one of my stitch markers, the Premier Puzzle yarn. It is a bulky 5, 328 yards, and the colorway is Crossword. So yes, it's a little rough looking. So yes, you have a chance to enter that. I love seeing all these finished amigurumis for the past couple months. I get ideas. I want to make other patterns. So I'm having a good time with it. I'm glad I did it. So if you participate in every single month throughout all 12 months, there's going to be a grand prize at the end of the year. Don't know what it is yet. I'm working on it. But keep making them every month. So hopefully that will be close to being finished by next week. And this one's housed in the bag my mom made me. I just love this one. It's a beautiful brown. My mom made me that for Christmas. And that's all I worked on this week. Everything, a little bit of everything. Not sure what this week's gonna bring. I would like to get my St. Patrick's Day themed gnome done and off my hooks. Maybe once I get it done, I'll start the item that I want to start. I don't know. I'm trying to hold myself back, but I'm having a hard time resisting. I don't know what this week's going to bring. So those that watched 2 episodes ago, episode number 30, I did a little hidden giveaway. I was sharing the good vibes that I was feeling. I don't know the words I'm trying to say. So Ella from No Catchy Name had shouted me out, which really helped my channel followers and stuff, and I was truly grateful, and I just kind of wanted to keep those good vibes going, and I did a secret giveaway. So thank you for all those that participated. I'm giving away 2 skeins of Hirschner's worsted with one of my stitch markers. And this is called Beach Glass. It's a 4 medium, 100% acrylic. And there are 489 yards per skein. So yes, it's very pretty. So what I did was borrow my daughter's tablet, the noise that you heard not too long ago. And I brought up the random YouTube comment picker. We're going to draw that winner right now. So I have everything up. Filter duplicate users. There are 38 unique comments. And we're going to go ahead and see who wins those 2 skeins. The start button. Rhonda Hoskins. Love the polar bear. Must make one for my granddaughter. Awesome. So Rhonda, be sure to contact me. My email will be in the comments down below. Email me your address and I will get that mailed out to you this week. Thank you so much everyone for participating. I really enjoyed it. So yes. Thank you for all new followers, all, returning followers, those that have been with me for some time now. Thank you so much for following. I also want to thank Christy, Deb, Catherine, Kim, Latoya, and Lori for being there for me when I need you guys the most. There was a day this week that I was really crazy. And as soon as I popped on our knit nights, I was laughing hysterically within minutes. And I couldn't, it was perfect timing. I couldn't ask for such amazing group of Yarny friends. And they're there to answer questions, share stories, listen to everything that I have to say, and I'm there to listen to them for everything they have to say through their issues, their struggles, their happy moments, their yarn frustrations, their yarn, you know, all that yarny goodness, all the things. So on that note, I'm going to end this video, but I do have some new things that was added to my collection. So I just decided this week that I'm going to create a separate video because I don't want to keep you guys here for an hour because I have a lot of things to open. So from now on, anything that I add to my Yarny collection is going to be a separate video on its own. It's going to be released in a couple days, but I'm going to go ahead and just separate it from this video. And hopefully you guys check that out. And until then, I hope you guys have a fabulous day and keep that yarn running through those fingers, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.